and I started the recording saying last day on earth. So I had to edit that one out. All right. And now I'll set it again. All right. I'm not going to edit. I'll leave it there. All right, guys. Let's take, let me zoom in a little bit more for you. It's a miracle of a day, and this got cut off, man. All right, so it doesn't matter. If it got cut off, I don't care. I'll figure it out. All right, so here we go, guys. So the chapter 3 basics quiz is going to be very simple. All right, I'm not going to push it, but I want to go ahead and review with you. And I know I'm in your way. There, I'm in nobody's way. So in what quadrant is 3? And there's nothing there. So let me complete it for you. Is nobody interested in Marcus Aurelius' writing? Nobody's interested in that? What? Marcus Aurelius' writing? I'll put it later. Well, sort of an author. I'll put it later. You'll see. Quadrant 3. Where's that point at? 3, -5. So, okay, good. It is in 4th quadrant. Why is it in the 4th quadrant? Right? We have our axis here, right? This is an X. This is a Y. This is our origin. This will be plus, plus, plus. Let me make the pen a little bit thinner, because it feels a little bit on the thick side. Then this is minus, plus, minus, minus, plus, minus. So it's in the 4th quadrant, because this is the 1st quadrant. This is the 2nd quadrant. This is the 3rd quadrant. This is the 4th quadrant. Agreed? So that's an easy question. I know that's a giveaway question. And it's kind of, I don't want to say it's dumb that I'm reviewing this, but I want to give you guys, remember, here's what I plan on doing next week. I plan on giving you the repeat for chapter 1. Okay. I plan on giving you this quiz. All right. So that's 2 grades right there that you can improve. I've given everybody a free participation grade. Agreed? Yeah. I didn't even get a thank you from anyone. Thank you so much. You guys. All right. So everybody got a participation grade to boost up your grade. So now if you take chapter 1 again, you boost up that grade, and then you do well on this one, your grades starting to look pretty nice. Now, those of you coming from other classes, I'll see what we're going to do with your grade, but it's not going to be freebie. All right. Now, what do we label the vertical axis? Number 2, what's the vertical axis called? The y-axis. How about the horizontal one? The x. Yes. Now, guys, what is a rational number? What is a rational number? A number that can be expressed as a, please remember that. Now, remember, this number is going to go, it's going to be infinite, but it has a pattern to infinity, correct? So, f of 5. 5 squared plus 4 times 5 plus 3. So we have, okay, I know I'm not explaining anything, but I shouldn't have to explain it, right? We substitute, right? Any questions on these upcoming ones? Because I might just skip this. I don't think it's worthwhile going over this. But is this something you're gonna be able to do properly? 47, you see it? Oh, damn it. 48. Okay. Now the next one, what do we substitute in there? 1/3. I could write less sloppy, but. One-ninth plus 4/3. I'll just write it like this. I mean, I know it's kind of being extra, but you can simplify that. Can I rewrite these numbers like lowest common denominator of 9? Like, can I write this like this? Where'd you get 12 from? You see what I did? And what's 3 times 3? 9. So I just converted 4/3 into 12/9. If you reduce 12/9, doesn't it become 4/3? All I did was make it look different. Why do I want to make it look different? Because I want to have 9s in the denominator so I can add them up as fractions. You see what I'm doing? That's all adding fractions is. So what's 27 plus 12? What's 27 plus 12? It's 4. Okay, so the whole answer is 40. 40 yeah. Guys, everybody should be paying attention to it. Look, right now, if I were to walk around and see the people who are doing their notes, those people would be the people that are doing their job, their duty. Now, some of you don't want to write notes. That's a different story. But some of you pretend to write notes when you don't write notes and you don't want to start because the device is consuming your soul. You don't realize that it was designed by psychologists on purpose. It's a money-making machine. Let it go. Now, the next one, it's just you do both of them. You do f of 2 and f of -2. I'm not going to go over that one. It's a waste of time. But I should see you flawlessly perform this on your test. At this higher level, you're 15, 16, 17 years old. You're about to go to college. You know, we shouldn't be discussing this, really. Now, the next few questions we're going to be doing don't really require notes, probably require you more thinking, but you should write it down. So you're going to come to class and you're going to do other people's work, copying somebody else.
Yeah. No, this is mine, but I messed up.
So do you think that's appropriate to do in my class?
No, but I'm done actually. Stop laughing, stop laughing.
But what I'm trying to say is I don't even think you feel shame about that because you don't care. I can feel it. It doesn't matter to you. I hope you get a good grade in the class though. I'll remember it if I have to do an override. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. Lack of discipline. Come on.
Wait, Mr. Can you go up again?
I can. All right. Part B came out to 40/9. Oh yeah, let me zoom in on these because there's not a lot of work being done on the next few, and I want to really talk about these carefully, just to kind of like, you know, discuss them. Now, the first one we already talked about. We want to find a domain. Okay. So now just because we're talking about it. See, part A, we know that this is like this. The square root of x has what kind of domain? What are the allowable values for x? Can it be 0 though? Just for square root of x. Okay, what's the square root of 0? Square root of 0. What number times itself is 0? 0, yeah. Okay, so just for the square root of x, the domain is x is greater or equal to 0. Okay, now if I wrote the following 1/x, what would be the domain for that? All reals? Can you have a 0 on the denominator? There you go. So you could say x is not equal to 0, or you could do the fancy notation with the set notation stuff. Yes.
Why is the first one like greater than? You can't put
For square root of x? Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think I understand. For this, we're not doing this question yet. We're about to. Wait, no, is that right? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, no, yes.
So, okay, so now let's go to A. A is a combination, but that's good. That's good. A is a combination of both of these. A looks like this. Oh my gosh, computer, really? Give me 1 second, guys. So what about this? This is a combination of both of those. Can you have 0 in the denominator? Can you have negatives? No, but you can have positives. So now you would say the domain of this definitely is greater than 0. So you see, that's the answer, obviously. But I wanted to use this time to discuss all the other stuff. Okay. Yay, you're writing other people's notes. Good job. You're catching up.
This is the board.
I know. I'm saying yay. Don't see yay. Do you want to go up front?
No, I like
All right, so let's go to the next one. Okay, don't worry. Okay, I'll wait. I didn't take attendance. I should take attendance. Because in the office of attendance, it's like I'm doing my job still. Attendance is that important. Shouldn't you guys be allowed to come and go as you please? Protest is weak. Fulfill your duty. What is your duty? Oh, wait, guys, check us out. Let me show you the original picture. No, it's not Photoshop, okay? So the other day Jason did the that because he needs it for a project, and I'm like, yeah, just do whatever you want there. And he's like, I gotta take a picture of you on it to show. I'm like, okay. So, and the picture came out so good, I'm like, bro, send it to me.
You freaking flexing your device.
That's edited.
No, bro, come on, it's real. Wait, I gotta get the right shadows. Give me 1 second. Gotta get the right shadow. Wait. You have to raise it up. Always raise it up. It's the angle. The angle came out in such a way that it like looks right. Now in the auditorium yesterday, because I couldn't go to a media center, I flexed on the stage and the lights made it look so good. I'm serious. I was about to take off my shirt, but I couldn't do it. I could get in trouble. All right. Yes. Mr. Whom? Oh, Cruz, like, no, I don't. Yeah, the math teacher. Yeah.
I asked me my math teacher. I said, "Oh, he goes, oh, the classroom with the gym cell. You call this your classroom with gym cell because there's nothing here. Like it's like empty."
Yeah, why is it like that? Are you like a minimalist or something?
The most important thing about us is to be as simple. The decorations are simply a facade. It covers the truth.
Mister, you broke the matrix.
Are you smart?
Huh?
Are you smart?
What's that mean?
Smart?
Oh, it's stoic. There's a better word. Stoic. That wasn't me. That was a kid who did it. I would never put that. That's not my. One year they asked me to decorate my room, like I put some paper up with different colors, and that's it. The room, guys, decoration is external. It's outside. It doesn't mean anything. But I can need this color for my house. Bro, I'll live in a closet if I have to. Stop it. My wife's like, I have to decorate this, and she puts stuff up. If you go to my college dorm, it was just like nothing. All right, guys. I am. Do you see?
At least picture
The
your family.
beauty is in the soul.
What if you put that picture with you doing this all over the wall? Like over and over.
You know, that'd be pretty funny. All over. No, let me mess up. All right, let's continue. Now I have to edit all this. I'm not gonna edit anything. I'll leave it like that. All right, guys, take a look at the second one there. All right, now we have a combination of two things. We have a denominator, it can't be 0. When is the denominator gonna be 0 there? When it's equal to 5. So we can't have 5. Now, can you have 6? But can you have 4? No, so basically, if you analyze, when is x minus 4 less than or equal to 0? You see that? What I wrote? When that's true, when that is true, that is what I can't have. So what I do is I say, no. I gotta be. See, if you do that, you gotta always think opposite. If you say, when is x minus 5 gonna be greater than 0? Because you know it can't be 0 and it can't be negative. And when you solve this, that is your domain. X must be greater than 5. Does that make sense? There you go. Good. Okay, what numbers can I put in the denominator? Can I put a 6? Can I put a 7? Can I put a 5? If I put a 5, what happens? What's 5 minus 5? And then what's the square root of 0? 0. Can I have a 0 in the denominator? Now, can I put a 4? If I put a 4, can I put a 4? Because it comes, and then can I have negatives in the denominator? There we go. And so therefore, what I did is I solved this. Does that make sense? Okay, so I went to myself. Okay, it's an denominator. I can't have 0. Fine. Oh, it's also radical. Okay, so I need to make sure it's positive. So it has to be greater than 0. So I wrote, when is x minus 5 greater than 0? So when I solve that, that tells me the answer. And it makes sense. Does that make sense?
Out of the 5 to the other side, you left the x like blah blah blah, and yeah, but
All right, see if you can do the next one on your own. Look, try the next one. That one's a little bit trickier. Next one's a little bit trickier, but it's not that tricky. Yes.
Here, I'll have it in the video.
What's the debate?
Zero?
it is.
Wouldn't it be x greater than 7?
No,
Okay,
No.
it's a little bit more difficult than that.
it's x mine. It's x greater than.
No, it's
We'll do it together right now. Yes. Do I have something on my? What happened? What does that mean? Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So we have Javier is here. William. Victor. Sophie. Nicholas. Angeline. Alicia. Erica, Louis, Damien, Caitlin, Jade, Kenny, Elizabeth, Franklin. What test is he taking? Okay. Ashley, Gabriel, Jebly, Mariam, Rachel, Javier, Melanie, Samuel, Nayelis, Adriana, Jocelyn, Celine, Isabella, Melanie Tejada, Gabriela, Brianna, Eric. All right, guys. Yes, be careful. I think so. What's your last name? Yeah, I just, yeah, you're up there. I said Sophie, but yeah. Okay, guys, let's talk about C. So we have a denominator. Can a denominator be negative? Why? Well, not the denominator. Can the square root be negative? Okay, so we know no negatives here. No negatives. All right. Is it okay to have a 0 there? Like, is it okay for this whole thing in the denominator to add up to 0? No. So that now we have to explore that option. When does that happen? Well, when is -7 plus the square root of x equal to 0? When square root of x equals to 7, so x must equal to 49. So x cannot equal to 49. So x's can't be negative. It could be, an x could be 0 here, because when I put 0, it's just -7, but it can't be 49, but every other value it could be. So I would say the following. I would say x must not be 49. But that's not enough. Now I have to use the set notation stuff. All right, you could say it in words. You could say x, if you want to, you say domain is x cannot equal to 49 and x must be greater than or equal to 0. You could say that. Did you get it wrong or right? Who won?
She got it wrong. You had greater than. You had greater. No, but you had greater than.
Let me hang out over here because I feel like I'm attending to you guys too much. But this is the choir side of class. The side that is not, whose soul is clear. Okay, guys, where did I get the 49 from? What happens is, okay, mira, you see this part here I did? Right here? Shh, guys, please be quiet. Please be quiet. I'm trying to explain something. All right, so here's my problem. I can't have that denominator come out to 0. But if I take -7 plus square root of x equals to 0, and I solve it, do you see this part here? You see it? I'm making lines on it right now. You see this part here? Okay, so if you look at that part carefully, I'm going to add 7 over. So it's the square root of x equals 7. Then I got to get rid of the square root. And it says x squared, x equals 49. When I put 49, what's the square root of 49? 7. And what's -7 plus 7? And can I have a 0 in the denominator? That's how I got the 49. I had to find the number such that that denominator comes out to 0. Now, guys, does that make sense? Are you sure? Okay. So now, if I want to write this in set notation, I would say what? I can be 0 up to 49. And then what do I have now? What do I have now? From 0 to 49, do I have a U or N? Let's just say N. We'll talk about this later in class. No, that's just write it normal. Okay. Pay attention, guys. All right. Do we understand what went on there? Okay, good. So now let's go to the next one. Can I have? No, there's something wrong written here, but what would be my domain for the next one for D?
Oh, I got you. We're gonna be like infinity to -3 and then -3 to +5 and then +5 to.
Well, it'll be the values you cannot have are 3 and -5. So you go from, we're going to go from -infinity to what? To -5. And from 3 to infinity, right? Those. Oh. Okay, so let's talk about how this looks. Union, correct. If they don't, the what?
What do you think about girls buying $92
There are some girls wearing leggings in school and they're out of uniform, aren't they?
What? No, it's
No?
Friday, it's just up.
Okay. I think it's too expensive.
But what do you think would be the proper budget for like
Leggings.
Like $15? I don't know. Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit.
No. Okay. Guys, listen up. There's a good question here. Go ahead.
I understood the first part that it can't be 0, so it can't be 7 or whatever, but like why, how did you get to the set notation, like why is it?
Okay, so let's talk about it. Can you for C, can you be negative? You can't be negative. But could you be 0? Here for X. Okay, but if I put 49, then this whole thing becomes 0. No good. So I'm gonna go from 0 to 49, but I don't include 49 with the open bracket. And then I can continue from 49 to infinity without including 49. That's it. Nothing else. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yes. No, don't write in set notation. We're gonna do a lesson on set notation. Don't worry about it. All right, look, I'll stop it. All right, here, for now, just write in words. I'm happy if you just say x equals 3 and x equals -5. No, sorry, x cannot equal 3 and cannot equal -5. Yeah, because when you say x cannot equal 3 and x cannot equal 5, you could say x is in the reals except that. I'll just accept x does not equal 3 and x does not equal 5. Right? X cannot equal 3, x cannot equal to 5. Guys, don't overthink this. It is kind of like, yes, be careful. Look at the next one. What values can I not have there? Can I pick a positive x? No. Can I pick can I pick 0? Are you sure you can't pick 0? You can't put a 0 in a square root by itself? What's the square root of 0? But when I put a negative, it becomes a positive.
But why would it be something greater than 0? You're gonna get a positive number. It's gonna.
Agreed. So can I put a negative number in there?
We're gonna be like x less than 0.
That's not equal to.
Oh no,
You see it? Do you see it, guys? All right, look. If I pick 1, let's say I pick 1 here, this will be a square root of -1. No good. I pick 2, square root of -2. No good. I pick 0, works. I pick -1, -1 becomes a. So therefore, the domain here is x is less than or equal to 0. As long as I pick negative numbers, when I put it in there, it becomes positive. And I can do square roots of positive, can I?
Yeah.
That's it. You have to be clever. Because the square root of 0 is 0. No, there's no such thing as -0. Is 0 negative or positive? Is 0 even or odd? Even. The pH of 7.0 means that's what you want. You want to keep your pools at 7.0, 7.2. There you go. But you're right. You want to keep your pools at 7 to 7.2, so it's comfortable in your eyes at pH balance. Do you know this? Yes, you should know this from chemistry. All right, let's continue. Again, the test is going to be very similar. All right, if you were to graph this one, this is going to look something like this. Yeah. Something like that. This is an ugly graph, but if you want on the test, what you do is like make an X and a Y. I would do something like this. If it's something simple like that, I would just kind of put -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, and then like 2 to the 6. Well, that's 64. So 64, 1, 0, 1, 64. So it's like a flattened U, flattened parabola. Okay. No. Show me that you understand it's a flatter parabola. I would do just like a few coordinates just to show that you can do simple math. And that's it. Okay. So now the next one. So if you don't know how to graph this, the best thing you should do, well, the first thing I would do is just rewrite it. You know, this looks like this. All right. And so I would actually do something like a table, but you got to think about it. You're like, okay, can I put a 0 there? No. Can I put negatives there? No. Can I put I can put a 2, but I'm not put a 2. I'll put a 4. Because I know when I put a 4 in there, I got half. And then I'm like, okay, let me put a 9, 1/3. So I got 2 points there. So let me start working with those points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's 1. Then you get 9 is 1/3. And you're like, okay, what you see what's happening here? It's kind of going down. So then I like, okay, I'm gonna put a 1. Okay, a 1 works. I just get 1. Okay. And if I pick 1/4, I should end up with 2. So 1/4 should be 2. So it does this kind of. You know, obviously I know I've seen this before, and you've seen it before too, and that's how it looks. You know. Okay. Are we good? Now let's do the next one. Now that we've done chapter 4, what is this called? What form is that called? It's quadratic. What is, we have a special name for it? Completed the square form. What's another word we use for it too? So now we know that this is vertex form. You know that the vertex is going to be -2, -1, right? What's the range going to be then? What's the allowable y values? The allowable y values. Allowable y values. Allowable y values. Y is greater than or equal to -1. Why? Because you know that the vertex there is going to be a minimum. It's a parabola facing up. Right? The parabola, a quick sketch of it is going to look like this, something like that. The smallest value is -1. And it goes up to infinity. Does that make sense? Well, if it doesn't have a negative out here, if it's negative out here, then you know faces down. If it's positive, then it's faces up. Okay. How about the next one? The next one is a line. What's a range of a line? Yeah, -infinity to +infinity. Yay or nay? Yay. Okay. What about the next one? The next one, oh, you can't see it. The next one, what type of shape is that? A parabola, right? Now, can you figure out what the range would be? Well, yeah. This basically is, if you plot 2x squared, 2 squared is 4, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7. This is y equals 2x squared. So 2x squared plus 6 would be this same graph, but starting at 6. Your range should be
Y is greater than.
y is greater than or equal to 6. Yep. That's all it is. The next one feels like part A. So part D feels like part A. You can tell that the vertex for this one is going to be -2, -1. I guess if there was a completed the square form for a quartic, I guess you could call them quartic, that would be it. So then you could tell already that this is going to be range is y is greater than or equal to -1. If you were to plot this, it would be like a flattened parabola with the vertex at -2, -1. Make sense? Sort of, kind of, maybe. Yay or nay? Yay? Okay. So let's continue. I have more stuff here. Oh no, I lost my, oh, here it is. So I want to start talking about quadratics. I think they're important. That's the next section. I'll assign homework on that. Again, guys, you need to get on point. Be cautious with the way you use your time. I have to be cautious as well. Yeah, that's it. That's it. You just know how to do kind of those questions. Guys, I'm not making quiz 3 difficult. I want you to do well. Yeah, I should, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
I should. I should do that. I'll do it. I should put the review up.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can, I mean, it's done on video, so assuming I'm recording right now, I actually put it up then. All right, let's look at that. Look at number 1. It says there, use the quadratic formula to solve whatever. There's no solution, keep your answers. Keep your answers for use in question 8. All right, so which one do you want me to do from number 1? Number 1, which letter do you want me to do, if any? Which one do you want me to do from number 1? They all are the same, so pick one. H it is. So it says there 8 minus 3x minus x squared equal to 0. And what they want you to use, the quadratic formula. Now I'm going to take the opportunity to discuss a few things about the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is x equals -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. We have a quadratic formula, and here we have this thing written. Now, something I want to point out, a few things I want to point out, and this is kind of important for your notes, is this part here, we call this, we have a special name for it. We call it the discriminant. Like it discriminates the bad part of the quadratic, right? Now, if that number inside there is positive, it's greater than 0, you're going to have 2 real solutions. Now, if inside the discriminant you get 0, you have 1 real solution, which we call a repeated root or a double root. So, and the final one, b squared minus 4ac, when it's less than 0, you have no real solutions because it comes out negative. But each of these situations will depict differently. For instance, if it's 2 real solutions, the discriminant was positive, you do have 2 real solutions. You see, here they are. And that's how it'll look. You'll have 2 places where you have x-intercepts. But if you have 1 real solution, it will look something like this. Oops. All right, wait, let me fix that. It will look like this, across, and it'll just touch 1 spot. And you have no real solutions, it's just like this. It doesn't cross the x-axis. Got it, guys? Now, that has nothing to do with solving the actual problem, but I feel like I should have gone over that, and I'll go over it again. So now, I would begin by rewriting this in a more comfortable way. Not all of you need to do this. Don't do this if it's going to get you in trouble. But what you need to realize is that ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0 is the way we look at this. And we see that a here is -1, b here is -3, and c here is 8. Take it easy, man.
You said you're gonna post that, right?
Yes, yes, I plan to. So now we have -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So that's going to be negative of -3, negative of -3 plus or minus the square root of -3 squared minus 4 times, oh, look at this. Remember, -1, very important. The signs are important. Times -1 times 8. All divided by 2 times -1. Very careful with your signs. They make a difference. So -3 is +3 plus or minus the square root of 9, because -3 times -3 is 9. Then you have 8 times -1 is -8, and -8 times -4 is +32. So here we go, +32, all divided by -2. And so, what do we have? 3 plus or minus the square root of 41 divided by 2. What happened? Was it hard? What are you talking about? The music? What music? What music? Oh, that kid's music. Which kids? I see. Be careful. Questions or concerns? Okay. I'll wait because some people are writing. Is that difficult?
Number after the 4 and the -1.
Yes, -1. Sorry, it's a little bit sloppy. It's just because if I don't write close to it, I lose precision. So if I have this zoomed out, I'm writing like this, it doesn't come out the same. Okay, I'll wait because some people are still writing. Is the cupcake good?
It was looking. It's a good 6 out of
Man, I have diabetes. That's another reason why I can't eat it. Yes, yes, yes. All right, wonderful people. Let's get back to this. All right, so let me go ahead and erase this part here. And as you can see with my super Microsoft Surface tablet / laptop, it's not erasing, but it will erase. I know it will. Come on, you can erase. It doesn't want to erase. There, erase. What happened? What happened? What do you mean? Oh no, wait, I can bring it back. But it's not too happy that I erased it. It doesn't want to come back. All right, where did a -2 go? What's up? Yeah, I didn't rewrite it. I should have rewritten it. Yes. Be careful. All right, let me erase this now for real this time. Now I can't erase. I gotta restart again. But all right, I'll just erase it. Not in the next quiz, no. This is chapter 4, yes. All right, give it a second because it's deleting. There, deleted. All right, so look at number 2. Do you want me to do any questions for number 2? It says there, use the value of the discriminant to determine whether the following equations have 2 roots or no roots. So, guys, please pay attention to number 2. Number 2 is a very useful question. So let's say we do 2A. 2A. They want you not to solve it. They want you just to look at it and do the discriminant. What's the discriminant? It's b squared minus 4ac. That is the discriminant. What's a here going to be? A equals 2? What a equals to there? B equals 2. C equals 2. So we have -3 squared minus 4 times 1 times -5. That's 9 plus 20. So it comes out to 29. So what did we say that's going to be? 2 real solutions. So it has 2 roots. 2 roots. All right. Now let's try. You want to try another one? Pick one. Come on. You can pick. Don't be shy. Let's do F together. 5x squared plus 9x plus 4 equals to 0. A equals 5. B equals 9. C equals 4. B squared minus 4ac. 9 squared minus 4 times 5 times 4. 81 minus 20 times 4. 20 times 4 is 80. That still is 1. So we have how many roots? 2 roots. But if I would have gotten 0, I would have had 1 root. And I would have gotten a negative. I would have had no roots because it would have been a complex solution. We said if b squared minus 4ac was greater than 0, we have 2 roots. If it was equal to 0, we said what? 1 root. And if it was less than 0, it had no roots. Remember? So that means 2 roots, it has 2 x-intercepts. 1 root has only touches the x-intercept. No roots, it doesn't cross the x-intercept. Got it? Why are you guys smiling so much? Makes me feel like you're so happy. Math is beautiful. Huh? But is it part of the world or is it solely in our mind? Yes. Be careful. Okay, so now let's go to 3 and 4. Okay? Ay, coño. All All right, so it says there, the following equations have repeated roots. Find the value of k in each case. Leave your answer as an integer. So what does it mean to have a repeated root? When do we have a repeated root? Yes, when your discriminant equals to 0, you have repeated roots. So all you gotta do to figure out k in this case, so let's say you did 3a, you have x squared plus 3x minus k equals to 0, right? You would say, okay, a is equal to 1, b equals to 3, c equals to negative k, right? When b squared minus 4ac equals to 0, that, if you solve that, that's when that will happen. So you have 3 squared minus 4 times 1 times negative k equals to 0. All right, so now you solve this 9 plus 4k when you finish doing all those negatives times negatives, right? And you get 4k must equal negative 9. So k must equal to negative 9/4. So when k would be negative 9/4, that is when x squared plus 3x minus a negative k, so that's plus, so minus a negative 9/4 equals to 0, or in other words, or we can write that when x squared plus 3x plus 9/4 equals to 0. That's when we're gonna have the situation where it just does this. It just does that. Oops, right there. Just touches and goes up. Or touches and goes down. Depends on the situation. Yay or nay? I know it's quite a bit, but this is math. And you can learn it. Remember, you must go home and study. Please remember to eat properly and work out. Should you? I don't think many of you are working out in this class. Right? You're not working out, guys?
I can. I mean, like, you can.
You used to, then get back on it. It is a workout. It is a workout. Dancing. Do you dance well?
Not really.
Do you have videos of it?
I'm
Show me.
not a dancer anymore.
You guys are so mean to each other.
I just want to cupcake.
Oh, you did buy our cupcake. Why? What is the ulterior motive for the cupcake? Do you want something in return? Are you trying to make her gain weight? What is you trying to do? Give her diabetes?
What?
Show me. Oh, just wait till class is done. I'll try to get done class as soon as possible. You're back. I felt like you left for so long. All right, guys. Oh, wait. Some people are copying, so I'll wait. To where? Are you going to be careful? Be careful. All right, so let's try. I'll scroll this down right now to do a problem from number 4. Okay, so number 4 is a little bit different. Number 4, they're like, yo, here is this thing, and they want you to figure out K, but they tell you how many solutions they want. So in the case of 3, we just tried to figure out K for when there was going to be just one root, right? When b squared minus 4ac equals to 0. But here, they tell you, they put a 2 here, right? And so they're saying, well, find K such that you would have 2 values, 2 roots. Does that make sense? So what does that mean? That b squared minus 4ac must be what? Greater than what? 0. Now when it put a 0 here in the bracket, it means when b squared minus 4ac would be what? Less than 0. And when it has one solution, it would be equal to 0. Got it? I'm not going to waste my time on that. Because effectively, if you understand that, then you can do it. And of course, I want you to try it on your homework. Yes. Yeah. You find the k, but it depends on your discriminant, obviously. Like what values, if you want 2 solutions or 1 solution or no solutions. Does that make sense? Do you want me to do one?
Yeah.
Okay, so pick one. Do you want me to do it with 2 solutions or 1 solution? Okay, so let's do 2. Which one do you want me to do? Yes, wonderful person. The answer is no. But why? Why?
Destiny project?
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Would have been a video game club, I would have said yes. No, so mean. All right, so no, I can't. The business will take up my whole time. All right, so which one do you want me to do? Which letter? 4 what? 4D. All right, it says 2 solutions. Okay, fine. 4D. 3x squared plus 5x minus k must equal to 0, and it has this 2 means it wants 2 solutions. So we're gonna b squared minus 4ac has to be greater than 0. A equals to 3, b equals to 5, c equals to negative what? Okay. You guys know where I'm getting the a, the b, and the c, right? Okay. Now, that's 5 squared minus 4 times 3 times negative k is greater than 0. That's 25 plus 12k. When you're done doing negative 4 times 3 times negative k, that's what you get.
This is essentially plug it in.
Here, share that picture that you took of me. Because I share it with my wife. I'm like, I look too good for you. That's what I tell my wife. I'm serious, I tell her that.
What does she say in return?
She says, I know.
She doesn't.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Mister, you shouldn't say stuff like that.
Why? I live with her.
No, but she's the mother of your children.
Okay, I'll tell her something different for you. Okay. The thing is, you don't understand. Thank you. You know, oh my gosh, bro, it looks amazing. This is gonna be my new thing. Okay, I'm gonna put it up there. I have to work out harder. All right. All right, so how do we solve this one? Subtracting 25. Imagine if I had the power to, like, right now, all the Promethean boards in school, my thing appears right there. That would be awesome. Can you imagine? And like all computers on the whole school. And then now your lock screens all become that on your phone. And even in your car, you turn it on, it's like imagine I could do that. Yes, I know. My wife is going to Publix. Great. She's gonna do some shopping because since she's pregnant, she doesn't want to do anything, which I'm okay with. Guys, look what I get. Now, I should take my time right now and maybe, oh, I'm not on Zoom, but we can do it on Desmos Copier. But that's what you get. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah. This is so essentially you just plug the numbers in for A, B, and whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just solve it.
Yeah,
And
that's it.
then you,
That's it.
that's it, right?
That's it. That's it. That's all you do. You guys are good over there because this corner here is like, I don't, you guys good? You guys good? I don't know. Let me see. I don't feel like some of you are good. But anyways, we're gonna have a little bit of time to prepare. Okay, let's go to the next bit of the questions. We're almost done, by the way. So here we go. Number 5 says, use the value of the discriminant to determine the number of point of intersections of the following graphs with the x-axis. So the discriminant will tell you if it has 2 roots, how many x-intercepts it has? 2. If it has 1 root, has how many x-intercepts? It's a repeated root. And it has no roots, then how many times does it cross the x-axis? 0. So that's all this is doing. It says use the value of the discriminant to determine the number of points of intersections of the following graphs with the x-axis. So all you do is like you calculate the discriminant for A, and if it comes out to a positive number, then you know it has how many roots? 2. How many x-intercepts? 2. Right? If it equals 0, exactly, how many roots does it have? 1. If it equals to 0, the discriminant b squared minus 4ac, it has 1 root. How many x-intercepts it has? 1. It just touches the x-axis. And if it's less than 0, then it doesn't cross. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yay, nay, maybe, sort of, kind of. Are you sure? Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm not worried about those last questions because whatever. I'm gonna assign some homework for you.